then Donald's attorneys go into the historical that this has never happened before. The original understanding draws further support from a 243-year unbroken tradition of not prosecuting former presidents for their official acts. Okay, not prosecuting former presidents for their official acts. And American history abounds with examples of presidents who were accused by their political opponents of allegedly criminal behavior in their official acts, yet none were ever prosecuted from 1789 to 2023. So the fact that some of them were engaged in criminal behavior, and then it goes into talking about how FDR had the internment camps and Bush lied to Congress about Iraq having weapons of mass destruction, and then Obama bombing places where there may have been uh, American citizens. And these were all instances where there were allegations of criminal behavior during official acts. Mind you, the official act being they were the commander in chief and they were enacting powers on the basis of information they had as commander in chief. There is no position where the president is elector in chief. Therefore, the president does not have discretion to go into procedures of law of how elections are conducted. So that these examples fall short of what Donald Trump did, because they were all under official acts of the president as commander in chief. Here, President then President Trump was not the elector in chief. He couldn't be because the Constitution doesn't give him that power. So that's throwing around the blame to the other presidents for criminal behavior as part of their official acts. Well, in Donald Trump's case, they are criminal behavior that are not part of their official acts because they are vested explicitly in the other branch of government, Congress, and then to the states and state legislatures. So then it talks about the having the privileges of the speech or debate clause, or how having immunity from criminal liability is part of the doctrinal legacy of governments, of democracies. So I think that the arguments that are being made here is talking about discretionary powers that are duties of his office. And what the government has said, and correctly so, and the DC Circuit correctly so, is that those decisions of elections do not fall anywhere within even the official outer perimeters of his official duties. So that's where the crux of the argument lies. And here, even Donald Trump's attorneys concede that remand the case for the questions of fact. But they want the Supreme Court to rule that there's some immunity and then remand. Whereas I believe that the stronger argument would be that the Supreme Court should rule that there is no criminal immunity there's no immunity from criminal prosecution for acts that were solely criminal and not official under any law or provision in the Constitution. And that would be the correct way to go.